Okay, hi everyone. So in this tutorial, we're going to be building a skincare website. So I've gotten a few things that we're going to go through: inspiration, wireframe, generating images, high fidelity design, and generating copy for the website. So as you can see here, this is the landing page. Nothing has been done. Let me just imagine you didn't see this. Right, so and if you imagine how we got this, it's very easy. Just click F on your keyboard and you can choose any frame that you want here, but this is the frame that we are using here. So if you're wondering how that got there, so this is what we are using here. That is around 1140 width. That's what we are using today. So the first thing that we are going to do and also check his inspirations, because that's the first thing, because we need to be inspired, right, by picking one or two designs. So I'm going to go to this website for inspiration. I'm going to check which is going to best suit what we want to do. So I'm going to go to business. Is it business? No. We're into skincare, right? We're building for skincare, beauty and cosmetic. So beauty and cosmetic is going to be the go-to for this. So these are the ones here. I'm going through them to see which one would be suitable for us to, you know, build with. I think this looks interesting. Let's open this in another tab. Um, this looks interesting. We can view this. Then trying to see which one. This actually looks interesting as well. So if you're thinking of what the website name is, it is Maxi Best of. It's like a curated place for different websites. All right. So let's keep going down. I think if we go through here, I'm coming. Let's see. Hmm. Okay. I'm looking for something, bespoke, something modern in a way that, is going to be very, very interesting to build with. So let's open the first one. This is actually very interesting. It's very simple, and you can actually view it how it's going to look like real life. I'm coming. It's supposed to be somewhere here. So this is how it's going to look like. Okay, not bad, but it's overly simple. Not bad, but simple, direct. Let's keep it. I kind of like the design direction. I like the design direction here. And okay, I can't judge until I see everything. Let me just open this here. Okay, this is loading. So as this is loading, let's look into this. Okay, maybe this site won't open. Let's look into, okay, not bad, but I have my doubts. I think this was the other one we opened. Let's check this out. Okay, this this doesn't look bad, but I think this just have one page, and I feel the main page is going to be somewhere around shop or something. Oh, wow. So very, very simple direct sites. Okay, not bad. Okay, for some reason, these two are not opening. Okay, let's move on to others. Okay, is there anyone we kind of missed here? Let's see. Trying to see if there's anyone that we missed. I don't know if we open this as well. Okay, this is interesting. Accept. Yeah, just have to accept the cookies. Okay, we've opened this. Let's close it. Have we opened this? This looks more techy. It has a tech vibe. Let's close it for now. Okay, I may not like this one, but just open it for open sake. Okay, some of these are not opening. I think it's due to location, but I know there is a fix to it. I think I just saw something I kind of liked. Yeah, let's check this out. Okay, so these are the few ones I'm going to check as inspiration, so we don't use the whole day to start looking for inspiration, right? So because if we start using the whole day to look for inspiration, that'll be a problem in itself. So we are more focused on the ones that we see. So I'm gonna keep this. This is clean. This is not opening. Let's leave it alone. Then yes, this one too. Geez, all these things would need they would need this thing to open. VPN. They would need VPN to open. I don't want to do that because it would affect my stream. If it doesn't open, we'll let it go. Just let it go. Okay, so beauty product. This is actually, I like the vibe that is going on here. Like this vibe makes sense. This is a very interesting vibe. Kind of like this. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Then this very, very simple, straightforward kind of site. It's more like a lipstick. Okay, there was something here. Okay. Okay. I think I have a couple of ideas to run with. Right. So I think we can close out the ones that refused to open. So the very first thing we need to do is we need our, header or what you would call it. Right. So now in order to create our header, we need what we call a frame. Then we're going to draw a frame here. So in drawing a frame, I'm going to have this here. I think this frame is too high. So if you hold Control Shift, oh, I think I have grids on this thing, layout grids. So if I don't have layout grids, Okay, so I think I have layout grid. So I'm going to carry this out here. Then I'm going to give it a background. I just want to design it outside, but we've gotten our shape. So I'm going to fill this. Then this is my header, right? Let me see if I can zoom out by 70%. Yeah, so I'm zoomed out by 70%. So this is my logo. So you might be asked, okay, which one are we going with? Right, so I'm going to be going with this. So this is my logo. Position it in the middle. All right, then when we're having things like then our font style will just be normal fonts. Then let me just copy this, then use this. Okay, the black will be this. So we're gonna have key pages like the home page, home. So I'm just going to keep them separate. Home, about. What other page do we have? Contact us. Do we have any other page in the system? Home, about, contact us. Um, let's see. About us, contact us, shop. Shop. Very, 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 very important. Very important. Very important. So now we can choose to have these three here. So I didn't do a design system. So my design system is just these three, right? So I didn't do a very, very detailed design system for this. Trust me, if it was like a very big project, we would definitely have to do a design system. So now once I've done this, right, I am going to create an auto layout. So what auto layout does for me is, take for example, now if I create another new one, you can see it's automatically creates there. So I am going to have this here. Then I am going to take this. So there's supposed to be a grid system that we're supposed to use. For some reason, I don't think I have it in the system. So first of all, I think the spacing between this is too much. Let's reduce it, the gap in between. Okay, I think that is fair enough. Then we would have our icons here. There are various ways for us to go about that, right? We can have an icon stuff. So I don't know, let me see. I don't know what size is this. This, let me check the font. It's supposed to be 14. Oh, yeah. So they're not 14. We have to reduce them to 14. So I'm going to come here and reduce this to 14. Yeah. So it may look very, very small, but I'm using the actual size of a real website. So you can get it like that. Then the next thing is we need to add, I may not rush on that yet. Um, we need to have a grid system. We need to have a grid system. It's very, 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 very important. So once I'm done with this, I'll just call this header. Then we're going to bring it here. So this is our header here. So as you can see, there's a distinct difference between our header and the body, because the body is a different what would we call this? Should I call this a color? Yes, background color is different. So we have this. So looking at our style, is this anything closer to anything that we have here? Let me see if Rihanna's website opens, because I think Rihanna's website is kind of a little bit okay. Yes, we have something similar. Let's open Rihanna's website to see Ri. Oh, Fenty, not Rihanna. Fenty Beauty. Yeah. So Fenty Beauty website to make sense a lot, and it's actually a very, very interesting one. So while we wait for it to load, we can have our hero section. So by default, when we bring in our wireframe, take for example like this, so this defines our hero section here. So here is our hero section. Somewhere here is our hero section. So this, we can use it to define the hero section, right? So, and in our hero section, we can have either image, but I'm gonna use a gray like background. No, okay, since this is white, I'll use this, so it's gonna distinguish things a lot. Okay, then coming, okay, yeah, this is correct. So as you can see, we can have this as our hero section, but I feel this is too large for an hero section. Yeah, something around this. It's very, very fair. So the first thing, since we have this is wireframe, so I'm building the wireframe of the site. Okay, trying to see if I am not missing anything. So now in building the wireframe, we can now put in a text. So there will be definitely background. I don't want to go too much into, so let's say beauty, okay, skin, clear skins. Let's use clear skin. Uh, that sounds cheesy. I'm trying to look for a better word for that. Clear skins. Actually, I don't want to think in too much. Let's just copy from somewhere here. Since okay, the future of business automated. This is using the future of business automated. Social first agency for prestige beauty. Nah, it sound cheesy. Like no. Okay. I don't want to overthink this. I'm overthinking it. Let's just use this. For now, we're not using their site. We're just borrowing some things for now. Okay. So now this is our hero section. Then I'm going to centralize this. Then I'm going to increase this a little bit because it's going to be text in the middle. Okay, line height is not supposed to be that. Then I like to reduce. So normally on a default level, it's supposed to show, it's supposed to like show something. Let's see, Fenty still loading. Why is Fenty still loading? Okay, so now we would have an image at the background here. So I'm just trying to set things. Okay, yes, I was saying we should have a font, what do they call it? Hierarchy. right? But here we don't have a font hierarchy. So in order for us to do what we want to do, so next thing is I'm going to build the next section. So the next section, I might be thinking of building. Okay, I might think of having something where we have this. Let's just say borrow this color. Yeah, something like this. Okay, something like this. So this is the wireframe. Don't bite me yet. We are doing wireframe. So if it's not looking cute, it's a wireframe. So we can have this here. Then we have this as body text. So we can have this as a body text. So then we just copy text. For now, we are just going to copy random text. I need something that's a here. So styling is not our main goal now. The most important thing is for us to understand what we are building first. So have a structure, right? I know with AI will just build everything. You get the whole logic, but the good thing is, so I'm thinking of making this more like should I have okay, let's just say this is going to be somewhat of a review. Okay. So just having an idea. So immediately you come down to the page. You know, it's an e-commerce page. The first thing you get to see is this, then one, two, three, four, five. So this would be a stroke. Yeah. So something like this. Then come down here. Do we need anything like button for now? No. Let's just say a name. We can reduce this opacity. I'm already thinking of designing directly, or I'm just holding myself. So let's just say, no, that's too much. Eight, and that's now less than what I'm thinking of. So we can have this. Then we can, I think, well, they could be dots, but let's leave this here for now. So this is wireframe, so let's not panic because we're supposed to have grid, right? So we're supposed to have grid in the design, but let's leave the grid. So one of the most important section is going to be this section where we have the this is making it feel like a go to sleep channel. Hope you guys are not sleepy. This is real time, like literally real time. So if you can let me know, let me put this in the chats where uh you you may not see it, but I'm typing it. Where are you viewing from? Okay, so I'm gonna send this in the chats. Where are you viewing from? So you can send and talk to us in the chats. Yeah. So where are you viewing from? Um, then I will just have something like this. So remember, I'm just saying this is just a, don't take it literally because this is more like a sketch. So that's going to our bestsellers. So we'll have this as our best sellers. So first of all, we have the hero section. Then after the hero section, we have probably maybe somebody talking about the product, something minimalistic. Then definitely we don't have to beat around the bush. We would now have um our best sellers here talking about the products you get. So next thing is we would take something like this. Don't worry, it may look scattered right now, but it's going to look very pleasing to the eyes very soon. Okay, so we would have no, this may be very big. So we would definitely use something. mm, I'll grow oil, something like this. I'll grow oil, then price. Let's just see body oil. Yeah, this might be boring for you to watch, but hope it's not boring. Okay, so now this would be, let's say, $20 to, let's see, should we call this, just call this 599, right? So I'm just going to have this here. So we're going to put more design thoughts into it. So the first thing is I just want to make sure I have all my stuff. So I think I can do more with reducing this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think even without doing the real thing, I am still considering how good looking it's supposed to be. Select everything. Yeah. So don't worry. So we've kind of wireframed three sections. So it's very good. We've done the hero section. Probably I'll call this the review section. Then we've done our bestseller section. Then now we might just have maybe a promo section. But yes, we need a button. We can't just do this for doing sake. We need a button right here. So we are going to create one. Okay, so we're going to create one. So to create one, we need shape. So we just call this, we just put this black. Then instead of a, just thinking, instead of Why don't we use this, a frame instead of a shape? We'll use a frame. Then in using the frame, I'm going to select fill, black, corner radius 20. No, that's too much. 10. Then, so then here, make it white. Just choose this off white. That's weird. So in my layers panel, I might want Jones in because I know I saw for a fact. And bring it to the top. Okay, for some reason, I don't know why. Okay, it wasn't inside. Here, it wasn't inside. I just dragged it inside just now. So I'm gonna call this by now. Then I know there's no hierarchy in the text right now, so I'm going to do that a little bit later. Okay. Okay, so we're going to distribute this across these three places. So after distributing it across these three places, we now know we have our button ready. So looking at it, let's see if we are not missing anything. So if we are missing anything, okay. So I'm actually looking at it to make sure we're not missing anything. So I think we need to bring in our guide because we need our guide in order for us to, create something very appealing. We need our guide. So not just the header, right? I don't think this header looks like it's outside. Yeah, now it's inside because it wasn't supposed to show header. Okay, yeah. It wasn't supposed to show header, it was supposed to be only home. So now for home, we need to create a grid. So I'll show you how when I create the grid. Okay, the grid is here. So why? Oh, okay, no, this is not the grid I'm looking for. Okay, so now we need to create um and let me just start from the beginning. So the first one, which I would call role, I'm gonna use roles. Then I'm just gonna make it 1000. Then I'm going to make this 20. I think this looks much better. Stretch, I'm gonna make this 10. I'm going to make this 8. Let me just do this first. Then I'm going to add this. Then I'll call this columns. Then for the columns, I am going to use 12. So the reason why I'm doing this is for us to see how our website is being demarcated and make sure everything is aligned. Then I'm going to use 160 here. Then I'm going to use 32 here. Yeah, so as you can see, this has given us a good way to view us. As you can see, some things were already outflowing. Not bad if you want to, get things right, but things that don't need to outflow are things like this. As you can see now, we've been able to get some grid stuff in. So very, very important. This helps our site to be in. So to toggle it on and toggle it off, you hold Control Shift 4. So if you're wondering how I'm toggling it off and on, yeah. So now we've built this. We can now think of a different section to build, right? So I think I'm going to take this. So remember, this is a wireframe. We have not started building the real deal yet. So this is kind of the real deal, but images makes it a real deal. And when we are done, I'm going to put it in, what did they call it? In we're going to try flow, or no, not flow. Why am I forgetting this too? Let's check out Rihanna. For some weird reason, Fancy Beauty website is not coming up. Let me just, this is not supposed to show, but anyways, um what is the name of Stitch? Google Stitch. Yeah, so we can give an attempt with Google Stitch. I don't know if it's going. I think my account is logged in to Google Stitch, right? Yeah. So we can put it in and tell it to build a website for us. So that could maybe save us time. We'll try that, right? But for the meantime, let's get into this. So now for this, let's turn this on. We can have this, then we can have this here, then still use copy this text, because this could still be something. Then button. So this could be a product showcase, right? This could be something elegant, something simple, right? So let me turn it off again. So we have this could be a background. So now we have like 4 section, if I'm not mistaken. 4 section. So there's one key page I usually bring at the top here, which I usually call as seen as, right? As seen as. So I can have that too there. So coming, looking at everything. I think everything is going as planned. This is not the real text notes. This is not the real text. This is just, it's a very, very simple website. Then we can have a section where we have as seen as. Let's do that. I think I'm going to copy this because this has that vibe of as seen as. Yeah. Okay. So you can have something like as seen as. Let me just remove this. As seen in. Sorry, not as seen as. Sorry, as seen as. As seen in I'm going to reduce this padding to 0. Then I'm going to reduce this. Okay. So as seen in, then we can look for logos to represent here. You get, so as seen in, we can, let me look for a logo. Let's just say Ella logo. I just need this. It's something very simple, not to. I kind of like this. I don't know whose Ella is this. Let's just pick one Ella. I don't want to spend so much time here. This Ella, I don't know who you are, but I need to use your logo as a sample. So, nah, this is not loading what I want. It's not loading as quick as I want it to load. Okay, yeah, let's just use this. Would you load for me quicker? Yeah, I think it loaded. So save images. Yep. So now we have that as seen as. Then we're going to so Figma has this auto background remover, so we can use this free plan. This guys, are you kidding me? Need powerful image. I don't just have that patience and time right now. So you guys don't have free prompts annually. Nah, they want me to pay, so I'm not. Let me don't give them the satisfaction. Yet it's good if you really are enjoying them. You can actually pay. Uh, or should we? Okay, let me just use this. Okay, I know what to do. I know what to do. So instead of that, since that is misbehaving, I will just use this. So I just spent sometimes in design 20. Just have logo. Yeah, just have logo there. Logo. Let's see. Nah, let's delete. So you can have logos here. So this is a placeholder. It's not a big deal. Since it's a placeholder, it's not really a big deal. We can just have it there. Then next section is we can have a video section, right? We can have a video section. So probably showcasing the product. So we can have a video section. Let's just copy the whole thing just in case we need any other elements. Okay. So we can have a video section here. So um reviews from our clients, what our clients are saying, or clients, you can have clients POV, point of view. Client, let's just say clients feedbacks. Okay, so we have client feedbacks here. So now we have client feedback here. So this is going to be more like a video time kind of thing. I don't have a font. I don't have a. Let me see. Okay, I think I'll just bring in. Let me see. play. Okay, yes. So I'm just gonna use the elements play cycle. Okay. Yeah. So I'm just gonna have that for now. Okay. So I don't think I need anything here. Don't think I need anything here for now. So this is more like client's feedback where there will be some, I think I can extend this. No, 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 no. In terms of length, yeah. So we can have this here. So we have client feedback as a video format. That is also very, very important. So we have client feedback. Then once we have that, I feel we are coming towards the very end. So if you feel like you want to add more sections, like this section could repeat itself here. So we can have this section repeating itself here again. As if we have enough images to display, we can have this section repeating itself here. So we have this and we have this, right? So it's not enough to just do it like that. So we have to put it this way. So here now we have the ability to have this here. So no, you're not supposed as a button. This is wrong by now. So we can have this. So we have a different contact or a different wording and whatever needs to be here to be here. So now, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So let's look at some of our examples in case we are missing anything. Like this is unique, but I just want to just create a wireframe. If there's any form of design, we want something very simple and classy. Probably something like this. So I don't know yet. We are still in the design phase. So I'm looking at this. Yeah, you could see. So we have the next thing, which is the footer. Most of the times, I usually like to just copy footers because it's stressful. But I think for this, we would try to see if we can build our footer from scratch. But I wish I could not, because at the time I created those things right from scratch. So we could have a very, very simple footer here. So I can use this to draw a line to have my footer. So remember, we turn on our grid to see what we are doing. So now our footer can be here and we'll start to have things like the main menu. Okay, let me just turn this one off. No, did I just press T? How did that happen? So we have this, and let's say we give it a color, maybe white. Then we have the logo. We need some elements. So the logo here, we're going to copy it. We're going to come down here. Yeah, let's turn this on, yeah, to align it at the bottom here. Then we have a little bit of description. Let's just bring this here, add it here. This is too much. We remove this, right? Then when we remove this, let me put it back on. Definitely would take it there, then we're going to put it to 14. Yeah. So we will not have one complicated as footer. No, something very simple. No, this is not our text. We would put the real text here when we are ready to do that. So I just 50 because this doesn't look like it is fading. Then we can have what can we have here? So I want to just start bringing in the menu item so we can have a menu there for now. So you can have a menu here. So let's just duplicate this, but I'm going to resize this to 14. So instead of 14, we'll give this 16, turn off this stuff. Then we'll call this, you can call this help, help, but we're going to use this. Did I write that in all caps? Yeah, it's still in all caps. Okay, so now you would see what I'm doing. So I'm going to bring this down here and I'm going to change it to 14. Then probably call this, what should I call this? FAQ. Then we'll call this shipping. We can call, so what I'll just do is, oh geez, okay. So it doesn't, I'm going to align, I'm going to auto layout the hell out of it. Then I'm going to increase it a little bit. Then I'm going to reduce the color a little bit. So I'm just going to give it like 80, 60%. You get to give it that illusion, like, okay, yeah. So then I'm going to, what else can we add? Okay, yeah. So here now I'm going to add let's say terms, let's say terms and policy. So let's extend this. Yeah. Then another thing again I forgot to do, because every of our fonts has this yeah. So every of our fonts has this. So I'm going to duplicate this. So once I duplicate, it just comes down to another stuff. So I'm going to have this here. Then I'm going to put a privacy policy. Privacy policy down here. So now this could be help. This could be help. Then we can have another thing down here. So remember that we have a guide here. So we can have this. Then what should we call this? So depending on your site, you don't need to have so much, right? So many sites doesn't have so many information. So this could be, let's just say, discover. Let's call this discover. Then we can have things like my accounts. Then we can have something like story. Then we can have contacts. Then we can have career, just in case there is anything careers. Okay, so this could be here. You could just have something like this, Right, nothing too serious. Some people don't have more than this, right? Some people just have a simple footer and nothing. So we may just, duplicate this to have something here, right? Then you can now have yes, could be socials. Yeah, 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 very, very important. Here could be socials. Here could be socials. Instagram. Let's try Facebook, Twitter. Then we have WhatsApp. Okay, so we have this. So this could be three things that we have here. It doesn't have to be. Then we can just have at the bottom here best before shenanigans. That's let's see. Every website does have this. Let's check one of this. Do you have it? You could see that theirs is almost as similar as to ours. Yeah, so that's what I was looking for. Copy it and then come to our design. Just making sure it's in the center of the design. This before, remove this, put our own name. Skin care. Okay, position it to the midway again. Then we can now reduce it to 50, the opacity to 50, and we can leave it like that. So we can have this as a footer. I'll have this as a footer. So if everything feels a little bit off, we can have this. And we can have this. Coming. Oh, okay. So I miss. No, something happened there. Yeah. So just now. Okay. So we have this. I think best for us. I think this is we've gone a long way to design our first landing page, right? So now I can actually tell. So we can use this. Is this a glitch? Okay, yeah, I thought that was a glitch. So we can actually use this to, we can take to Google Stitch to say, okay, we need something like this, but I can take it to Flow first because Flow can give us a much better prompt, right? Flow can give us a much better prompt. So I'm going to export this as an image home. So that we have something very interesting. I'm going to export it as an image. Then let me see. Okay. So I can let's take this to low. Let's close this. I For some reason I don't know why Fancy hasn't opened for us, right? But that would be on a later ish. Mm, Okay, so now we are going to come to Gemini, and we are going to, so we need a high fidelity design. So I need you to, I need you to generate a high fidelity prompts we can use on Google Stitch. So I just want to be lazy here. I want to see what it's going to do for a bespoke skincare brand. Skincare brand. Okay, so it should be clean and visually pleasing using the wireframe. It should be clean and visually pleasing. Okay, so I think let's just put it in pro. Let's just send it. Okay, so I'm not telling it to generate. I am telling it to give us a, what do they call this thing? Prompt, right? So we can have a prompt and try to generate the design. So once we have a design for this, well, we can now use it to design. Okay, is it done? Here is activity prompt load to UI generation 2 for design. I don't even think they're not noticing that they're the one that owns this, or they just choose not to. Um, so okay, so primary tags. Let's just copy it and see what Stitch does with it. So this is Google Stitch, and it is somehow for free. Not somehow, it's actually for free. If you click here, you can see it will give you a prompt. So we need a web. We are going to think, is there anything thinking pro? No. So we are going to send this to Google Stitch. Then it's going to open for us and it's going to start. So I think this is where we kind of wait for it to do its magic. It's generating images. That's what I like about Stitch. It generates images. Okay, it's actually created a logo. Right. So, oh wow. Okay, I'm seeing this and I have not even started doing anything, and I feel I'm going to get something out of this. I'm going to get something out of this. So one thing with prompts I am seeing right now is if you put the right prompt, you could see that it has given us a what do they call this thing? Um, design system. All right. So with this design system, we can use it to do more and do things. So it's still loading. It's creating the design for us. Like one thing I feel, it's not like AI would replace some jobs, some repetitive things, but deep down, AI is more like an amplifier, right? So amplify what you already know, have. Okay, it didn't do a bad job. It didn't do a bad job. Ideally, funny enough, funny enough, it's it did exactly what I gave it as a UI prompt, right? So if I had the time to read this, I believe I could do more. You get. So I think there's some things there are some key things I can take away with this. Some little elements I can play around with. Yeah, I can play around with some elements. So I think this is where we would now need flow consistency. Okay, so it's not bad. I don't have time to start prompting things. So let's just convert to Figma. I just want to pick few elements from it. I don't know why this was actually. Oh, sorry. I was supposed to convert to Figma. Why did you? Okay, I think I touched the wrong board. Yeah, convert to Figma. Okay, let me just stay in one place. She's trying to convert it to Figma so we could use the design. Okay, it's done. So I'm going to copy. Then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to paste. There are a few things I saw here that we're going to collect things from. The conversion did really convert. Okay, so I think I like this. We don't have one yet, so we're going to have to do with this. Then, yeah, okay, okay. I understand you're in a box. Yeah, I don't have the power to start. I can literally scatter it and start rearranging it, but for prototype's sake, just think there's one button that is left so we can so maybe search. Yeah, so we're gonna zoom in. Very important. So each I let me let me unzip this because I hate when something is not giving me the control that I want. Not coming. Was there anything? Yeah, let me delete it. I think I saw something there. Tell me you will not do that shenanigans. Come in. Okay. I think there is another layer to this guy. Come here. Let me come to file. Right. There's nothing. Hmm. That's weird. There's nothing hanging it's just hanging there in the middle. Okay, so if this is gonna give me a problem, I don't want to figure out that to debug. So we are going to I'm going to generate what we call user. Yeah, perfect. See, life isn't hard. We sometimes make it hard for ourselves. Wait a minute, where did you go? Okay, yeah. Okay, so we have our icon here. Then this is where we now start to work the beauty. So we need a background. I pre-made some backgrounds before, but they're not so cute as I expected. Okay, so we can have this, but normally it's supposed to be more like okay. So I know I can workshop the backgrounds effectively. I think let me check this. Yeah. So if not for time that is pressing, this could preferably be at this very edge here, right? Or for now, let's just do this. Let's give it like 30. For now, this is for now, right? I'm just gonna do this. I would not usually like this. Ideally, I'm supposed to have because the image I am using is not really giving me what I want yet. And for us to start debugging images here on the screen, okay, this still does the job. This does the job one way or the other. Right? Okay, I think this does the job. So now let's be realistic with this place. Okay, can do we like overflowing items? Let's see if we follow the grid. What can we have? If we follow the grid, what do we have here? I think I would have to reduce this a little bit. Then if there's anything like dots, that's change it. Okay. I'm not really happy with this yet. So, but this is just we trying to fit things in for now. Not really happy with hero section. I can workshop it later on. I can workshop it. So I like having constant call to actions. So flow, we actually did some stuff here with flow. So hmm, I kind of like this. This is this Crips. What do they call? Yeah, I think so. Okay. So the prompts for this, I think, I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is a prompt that uses quite kind of a lengthy prompt. Yeah, so you can screenshots and if you want to make use of the prompt, that's a prompt I usually use to generate this. Then for this was a prompt I actually used to generate it. So you can pause screenshots just in case you like it. But for now, these are not the real images. These are just what I feel we can make use of for now. So I think with images, it's something one needs to calm down to, look into. Nah, I'm not feeling this, but I just want to just, yeah, I think there was a product image I saw from Stitch. These product images, I like this. How what do I export this as? Can I export this as an image? It's not exporting as an image. Come, let me zoom out. Download. Okay, I should have thought I've gotten surprised. Like, why won't I be able to download you? Okay, so we are going to come here and I think I like this, but let me see if I can get this without a frame. Let me see. Um, I like it, but remove frame. This is the frame. I need to find the right word so I don't keep prompting it like 50 times. So I think setting within a high hanging panel format. Remove the high hanging panel. Remove the the hanging panel and only the image full is left. Okay, let's see if it understands why my needs. So I know if I calm down, I'll get more ideal image. But I think the idea is we're getting some important things. Oh, nah, this killed it. Like I even prefer this to any of the stuff it even created. Oh wow, this is this is nice. I can even use this as my reference image, right? As a sample. Come on, replace. I even use it as background. Yeah. Getting the idea. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as I'm going to use this as a client who reviewed. Let's use this here. Then we're going to use this. I was telling you I was not feeling this. Then I'm gonna use her here. I don't know if this, yeah, I think this does it, but we're gonna remove this. Good. Good, 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 good. Then we're going to crop. Then I'm going to bring her to the left hand side. The reason why I'm going to do that is what's this? Expand image. Do you? I was like, would you want to give that to me? Don't want to give that to me. So let's use this. Then the background itself. No, we're going to bring this under because I need this color to fill this remaining place. I may not get it right, but I think you guys get where I'm going to. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crop it. The image itself. So, oh no, it's cropping the full background. Okay, so this is a Photoshop thingy, right? But at the end of the day, I'm supposed to even remove this background. So this is not biggie. These guys could now come here and yeah, could have this now. This talk. I could have this talk here. Here. Something here. Then we're supposed to be using this text too. I am not following my own guideline. So I think this is fair enough. This is fair enough. But I think, one thing with skincare and all these websites, your image goes a long way on how your site ops, right? The image you make use of and everything. So if we have this here, doing some little bit of explanation. Oh, I'm going to remove this. Okay, so we have something like this. This is more like a testimonial. Let's say bestsellers. We have this for bestsellers. I think the site is coming up little by little. So we have this for bestsellers. Okay, is there possibility? I don't know what's make a section dramatic. So I don't know what it's called this. Let's see if we can get, let me see if it can generate me a different bottle. Create a different bottle. I don't know if they have image like the way ChatGPT. I don't use Gemini that much. Okay, yes. Photos you added. No. Um okay, this is add tools. Okay, generate image, create different bottle. So sometimes with AI you have to be precise. So I'm not precise here, so I may not get what I want exactly. So I think we might be rounding up very soon. Just to finish up on some other little things. I think one of the key things here is the image. So it's thinking, oh, okay. Okay. Let's just tell it another type. So at least we just have three. So it has generated from this one. We got this. It's kept everything intact. So we are generating another one. Okay, good. Let me even see what's generating. So, okay, I don't care for now. All right, so at least we have what do we use? Okay, yes. Okay, so let's just use one of this as the background. Let me see how that would go. It's gonna go somehow nice. I'm having a feeling it would. Yeah, especially this. Let's just tell it to generate another. Let's just generate another, create another. Where is it? Here. Create another, and position it more to your left. To your left. Let's see if it knows his left from his right hand side. So yeah, imagine you're asking AI to like, okay, determine his left. I noticed that thing with AI differentiating between left and right. So let's see if it understands this prompt very well. I think prompt engineering is a thing. Ah, jeez. Okay. No, 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 no. Okay. It did more damage. Okay. It did more damage to it. Create another single different bottle single. If I had not specified, it would do rubbish. So as we are here, we've been able to go far a little bit. So it's something we can repolish later, look into things that are, doable. Just feel the images would go a long way. Or, okay, let this generate first. Let's see if we can change that. Where is it? Okay, so if we have this, it's downloading. Okay, so let's see if we bring it to our design. I want to test something. Crop. Okay, so I want this to be here first, then I test this background. I want to test this background with something. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, I'm sounding like a siren. Okay, this is actually way beautiful. If I can reduce it to 40, no. So normally I can, let me see. Let me try gradients. Let me try gradients. So if I try gradients and make this area much, much darker. Okay, let's try gradients. Okay. Okay, the opacity currently is at 50. Okay, I put it at 60. So what I'm doing is I am giving more favor to this side so that this could pop. So in my own defense, right? So if this AI tool was paid, I could have just you know, say for example now crop. Sorry, no. Yeah, I think I'm right. Yes, crop and fill that particular place, but I can't for now. So I have to make do with what this have here because this account is not a paid account. So we have this and we have this. So we can still come down here and yeah, can still have this beauty here. So we don't have a third color, right? But it's just black and white. So imagine this was our third base color. Gives everything, some sense of difference. What we are using our black and white. And it's not supposed to be this black. It's supposed to be this. Well, anyways, I prefer this black. Okay. I think we've done justice to that side. Then as for this, we let's see if we can find a background very close to hearts. I can get the job done. That almost looks very perfect. This almost hits home, right? So this text will somehow disappear. Sorry, no, not that. Will somehow disappear to something like this. There are various ways to beautify this place. So if I was to go maybe uku you get with design, I can actually bring this here. Then if I don't want to like okay the text is not my priority, I can say okay this text should be something like this, something here, then her image which is this, right, will just be something here. So this is more like doing design thinking. You get so more like design thinking. And if I was to just like, okay, let me just do it this way. So it's going to give it more, you know. So this is like going, you know, up and above, if that's a right word to use, to get more from your design. So you can put more effort, right? I know I'm not putting more effort at the moment to get more out of this, but this could be a thing. You could see that I'm having more control over the aesthetics. So you could see that, okay, this is not just an ordinary section. This is something very, 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 very much better than what we had. So I think this has improved a lot from what we had before. All right. So this is not our real text yet, but I think there's progress. There's progress. Then okay, I can still have this, but okay. So okay, let's go to I need let me remove this. I need three prompts to generate a client testimonial. Should I say image? No, thumbnail for the video section, more like clients using, pardon my spellings, using it. Three different prompts generate for three client testimonials thumbnail, because if I do not specify, it's three separate lines. Okay, so since it can generate the images, okay, let me see for Google Flow. Okay, let's give it to generate an image of a client using one of the products. Let's do that. Let me just cut this. Generate an image of a client using, I can reference using one of the products. Okay, let's see, create a video. I think image is supposed to be free. Create a music guided learning canvas. Okay, so let's see what it's going to give us. So we can use that to replace for this section here. Where are we? So let's bring this closer here so we don't keep looking for it. Is there any important thing we need to move closer? Yeah, so I think Stitch did a good job of recommending that to us. Okay, she see what I was trying to say. Mm, no, don't use the background. Use a bedroom or any other place. Getting prompt out of Gemini sometimes it's crazy, but you can get something out of it, but it ain't no easy. Okay, so it's generating. Think if there's any other thing that we need to do. I don't think we need to do anything. I think we need to just drag this a little bit down. I think we're getting to the final touches for this landing page. Then let me just do a few things. Bestsellers. Okay. Okay. Since I have this, I'll just use this as reference. A lady rubbing skin oil in the I don't know what to call this, a skin syrup. Rub on the bed. Let's see what this will give us. I don't know what I'm doing here for now because this prompt is not prompting. Nice. You're about to say washiri. No, but this is way more natural. This is way more natural. Way more natural. Okay. Okay. So I would say I'll tell this to apply in the apply in room the living room with a different a different avatar or with a different character. I think this my living is wrong. Okay, so as it's doing that, we can just come here to that thing 8. I'm thinking one of it is going to be here. So I've been thinking what I'm going to use to replace this. So one of this is going to be here. No. Should we use one of this? We've not used one of this yet. Nah. Okay, let's still keep workshopping that. So we have this here, and we can add we can have this be white. It's not bad. Yeah. So we can have this paste to replace, paste to replace. Okay. I believe most people don't even have a website as clean as this. Not like I'm trolling or anything, but facts. It gets. Yeah. So this is not bad. Mm, was something generating Yes. Oh, lovely. I needed to. He just saved me. He just saved me. Just saved me a long journey. All right. Saved me a long journey. Okay, this is awesome. Everything is awesome. Yeah, I know you guys are hearing me singing. Okay. So, wait, actually, did I use her before? Yes, that is much. Okay, so I think this centralizes this. No, I felt that to be very natural. Let me don't. This, especially like doing this, just felt natural. So let me switch here. So just make it feel a little bit. Yeah. Okay, I think this lady and this can switch. They can switch. Okay, now, yeah, this is it. She looks more natural. Then I think we've done a good one. Done a good one. Yeah. So, um, hmm. Okay. Let me see. Applying it in the bathroom. So let's see. Um, let's use this. I want to see if I can. I think there's a lot of spacing here. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna say here in the bathroom. Then I'm gonna generate. So I think it's gonna give us something very nice because we're almost done. So something that was looking like a template not too long ago, wireframe. We've gotten to a full landing page. Like literally, someone can use this on their site real time if it was coded, right? So I think that goes a long way. Is it done? Oh, you ate. Now when I say something, clock it. Yeah, this did a good job. I'm gonna try something. Here doesn't have to compose really be nice. Okay, so we can have something here, not compulsorily have to be at the bottom. Okay, so we can have something here, right? So we have uh, gradients. This come here, this goes here. Here I'm going to reduce it to 0, and here I'm going to reduce it to around 50 thereabout, or come down to 40. Then we give this a premium white. Okay, I think this goes a long way. Do we need this anymore? Yeah, this could also be here. Like this could also be here if we wanted to give it like that premium vibe. Okay, can we achieve that? So that means I have to change the orientation of this to somewhere here. Then so that I'm gonna make this white just in case to just give that premium feel. Yeah, I know the color we reduced it, so we're gonna pick it back to 100. Yeah, so here's not priority, but at least if we increase this a little bit, I think we should get away with let me try 60. Yeah, 60 does the job. So this could be one way to go about it. So I think we've done justice to today's work, right? So I think I can comfortably draw the curtain here for today. If there's any need to do any other extra page, we'll definitely come on our live, right? So I know some text corrections is not there and some other things, but that is the easiest part. So we're able to achieve a lot: inspiration, wireframe, generating images, high fidelity design, and generate copies what we didn't do. But at least we know what is where and what we can do. So I think this is good. This is good. So I draw the curtain here and you can watch this later. Bye for now.